Farahat faces an early challenge in the Slav defense exchange variation, as Pham Tran Phuc sets the tone in Dubai Open 2025 Round 2. On d4. On d5. On c4. Threatening pawn takes d5. On c6 played by Farahat transposed into Slav defense exchange variation. Pawn takes d5. Pawn takes d5. Bishop f4. Knight c6. On e3. Knight f6. Knight c3. On a6. Bishop d3. Bishop g4. Threatening bishop takes d1. Knight ge2 played by Pham Tran Phuc. On e6. King castled kingside. Bishop d6. Bishop g5. Bishop e7. Bishop h4. Knight b4. It is novelty move. Bishop b1. King castled kingside. On f3. Pham Tran Phuc wants to play. Bishop takes f6. Bishop takes f6. Pawn takes g4 and sees the initiative. Bishop h5 played by Farahat. Knight f4. Pham Tran Phuc wants to play. Bishop takes f6. Bishop takes f6. Knight takes h5 and dominate the board. Bishop g6 played by Farahat. Knight takes g6. Pawn takes g6. Bishop f2. Rook c8. Queen e2. Knight d7. On a3. Threatening pawn takes b4. Knight c6 played by Farahat. Bishop a2. Knight b6. Rook fd1. Knight a5. On e4. Knight ac4. Pawn takes d5. Pawn takes d5. Knight takes d5. Knight takes d5. Bishop takes c4. Knight f4. Threatening knight takes e2 check. Queen f1 played by Pham Tran Phuc. Bishop d6. King h1. Queen g5. Threatening rook takes c4. Bishop b3 played by Pham Tran Phuc. Queen h6. On g3. Threatening pawn takes f4. Queen h5 played by Farahat. Threatening queen takes f3 check. Bishop e1 played by Pham Tran Phuc. Threatening pawn takes f4. Knight d5 played by Farahat. Farahat wants to play. Knight e3. Queen e2. Knight takes d1 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Queen f2 played by Pham Tran Phuc. Pham Tran Phuc might go for. On g4. Queen g5. On h4. Queen f6. Bishop takes d5 and establish a winning position. Knight e7 played by Farahat. King g2. Queen b5. Threatening queen takes b3. Queen e3 played by Pham Tran Phuc. Knight f5. Farahat is preparing to play. Knight takes e3 check. King f2. Queen f1 check. King takes e3. Rook fe8 check. Bishop e6. Rook takes e6 check. King d2. Queen e2 mate and take decisive advantage. Queen d3 played by Pham Tran Phuc. Queen b6. Bishop f2. Rook fd8. On g4. Threatening pawn takes f5. Knight e7 played by Farahat. Rook ac1. On g5. Rook takes c8. Rook takes c8. Rook e1. King f8. Bishop e3. Threatening bishop takes g5. Bishop f4 played by Farahat. Bishop takes f4. Pawn takes f4. Rook e2. Queen d6. Queen e4. On b5. On h4. Rook d8. On h5. Pham Phuc is looking to play. On g5. On a5. Queen e5. On a4. Bishop a2. On b4. On takes b4. Queen takes e5. Rook takes e5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Queen f6 played by Farahat. Rook d2. Knight c8. Rook c2. Knight d6. Threatening knight takes e4. Queen e5 played by Pham Phuc. Pham Phuc intends to play Rook c7. Rook c8. Rook takes c8 check. Knight takes c8. Queen b8. Queen d8. Queen takes f4 and dominate the board. Queen takes e5 played by Farahat. Pawn takes e5. Knight c4. Farahat's idea is to play Knight e3 check. King h3. Knight takes c2 and establish a winning position. Bishop takes c4 played by Pham Phuc. Pawn takes c4. Rook takes c4. Rook d2 check. King h3. Rook takes b2. Rook takes f4. Rook b3. On g5. Pham Phuc considers playing on g6. King g8. Rook takes f7 and increase their advantage significantly. King e7 played by Farahat. On h6, a masterful performance by Pham Phuc.